Welcome to Riverside Brookfield High School, where the Bulldogs take on the Chargers from Aurora Central Catholic. Both these teams met last year in what were two thrillers, one at ACC and one right here. The winner of both those games, the Chargers, and uncoincidentally, they are the hot team coming in. They have won their last 3 games. As for the Bulldogs, they've gone off to a slow start, but they are fresh off a win, so can they keep it going? You're watching Frequency Sports on Frequency TV, live straight from Riverside Brookfield High School. And we're here at Riverside Brookfield High School, where the Chargers take on the Bulldogs. And here we are. The starters for our Bulldogs are going to be Zach Via, Ryan Cecidas, Andrew Villone, Patrick Hanley, Jason Baginas. And if we look at ACC, we'll go to Eric. Eric, what do you got on them?
The starters for Aurora Central Catholic: Chris Cartwright, Kyle Surak, Cameron Kalinas.
Oh, and he hits a 3 to open up the game. That's number 5.
We're finish that off. Cameron Pedersen and Jonas Gillespie, and they're running 5 guards. So look at that as be a matchup tonight for Aurora Central Catholic.
All right, thanks, Eric. That's the miss by Kyle Surzer, their leading scorer. As they dribble up the court, you're going to see them trap in the sides. There we got him trapped in the corner, deflected to the right to Via. Back to Via, he keys up for the 3, and that's good! 3 points for Zach Via, back-to-back threes to start off the game. Matt, tell me what you're seeing there for this start for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're running and gunning it, as you can see. I mean, they're hitting those 3-point bombs. And, you know, ACC's trying to trap them, and they just can't handle it. I mean, there's another shot right there, 3-pointer by number 23.
Nice by Sabulski. As it's deflected, it's still stolen, given to number 5. He puts it, and he just loses it right out of bounds, tried to put it up there, but lost the handle. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they keep up that run and gun, and obviously at the beginning of the game, ACC is going to run this press. I mean, they got that 1-2-1-1, and they're going to try and keep that going. There's Patrick Hanley.
As the Chargers putting pressure on early. The skip past it back to 24, up to the top of the key for the 3. No good there. Rebound Chargers, and you see that they're actually putting pressure up on first, which you predicted before the game. How important is that for them, for the Chargers, to get turnovers off that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously against that last game against Glenbard South, they used that press, and that's that key. I mean, there's that guy with that blocked attempt for that layup.
As he's fouled there.
Jump in right here, Ibrahim. We don't have a scorebook at home. Just to fill in the viewers at home, it is 6-0 Riverside Brookfield, because we know you guys cannot see the score at home. We'll keep you abreast of the score as best we can.
Thanks for that, Eric. Today you're not play-by-play, so you got my right-hand man over here. As the Chargers take another 3. This time it's good for Cameron Kalmas.
They run a 2-1-2 full court press, ACC.
And it's Via, the drive, and it's good, and he has 5 to start the game. Joe, what do you see?
I see right now that ACC's press and their trapping defense isn't working. The Bulldogs getting around them easily.
Yeah, and they're going to have to work through that press. And they have so far, as he spins up and over. No foul there, but he's called out of bounds.
Hey, Ibrahim, real quick, you talked about this in the, okay, now we got our scorebook. We talked about this in the open, that Aurora Central Catholic beat this Riverside Brookfield team 2 times last year. So it's the key for Riverside Brookfield to get out to a hot start, and that's what they're doing right now, up 8-3.
Yeah, and you talk about them losing twice, and it was, the first one was in this very building. So they're gonna they really want their payback, and so far they came out hot.
And remember what I said in the open, if you're Aurora Central Catholic, you want composure. That's not it right there.
Another turnover.
Down the way.
Couldn't handle it.
Bulldogs.
Foul called on number 24. That's Andrew Villone. His first.
Team first, charging all out of bounds into the Aurora Central Catholic lineup, number 20.
But yeah, the key, like you said, is you want to come here for the road team, be composed. Those turnovers aren't going to help. Let's see if Aurora Central Catholic can come back and just, play solid basketball, get a hoop right here.
Yeah, guys, number 10, Kyle Surak for ACC, averaging 25.4 points per game during the season.
That's another foul. That's a foul by Via. Go ahead.
And, against Glenbard South, scoring 24 points in that win. Very good game.
Charge number 15, Zach Vaya.
See, on the last game when the Bulldogs faced Ileana Christian, Ryan Cecina's guard had a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Pretty good
Still
stat
there
line
by
there
Hamlin.
as
He's
they
got
get the
Vaya
steal.
down.
Vaya
He loves
inside,
it.
not shying away, and it's good. No foul called, but Vaya doing the work inside.
Something I've noticed really quick for Aurora Central Catholic, they're trying to, come from press and try to trap early. But Riverside Brookfield is doing a great job of breaking that trap and getting easy buckets.
Yes, they are, and they're pushing it here. The press might be backfiring as Vaya fires up. No good there. Deflected out of bounds. No, they get the rebound there. Inside the 24. And Vaya, they're just passing it around now, trying to get something inside. And they do, and he puts it up and in. No foul. Waves his hands in the air. I don't know. Is this press? I think they're going to have to back up from the press, Eric. What do you see there?
Absolutely, because that's not working for them. As you see, they're down 12-3, and they've got an early timeout. Go ahead, call out, Ibrahim.
Yep, and I think the press is backfired. They want to come out aggressive, but so far they're getting the ball to the middle, and that's what you want to see. You want to work inside out to get you open shooters.
And Matt and Joey, really quick, I just want to know from the Riverside Brookfield perspective, what do you guys see? Because this is a team that's really struggling. They've lost 3 of their last 4. What do you guys see coming out tonight that's been different in the last matchups?
Just a lot more aggressiveness and hustle, and more hardened to play in the game tonight. I see they're pushing. They're already up 12-3.
Yeah, and obviously new coach Mike Reingruber, he was looking at this tape. You can tell. I mean, they're breaking down that press in practice. They know what was coming to them, and they're completely breaking it down. So they're going aggressive, and they got a lot of momentum right now. So I think that's going to roll them through the whole game.
And you know what? Let's talk about Zach Vaya real quick, because he's not a one. He plays football too, along with his brother Jake Vaya, who's also on this team. So Joe, speak about how he's able to do both sports and excel in both of them.
Well, Zach's on and off the court a really good athlete and student. He has a lot of lots of heart to play for the sport. Very athletic, and been a starter on varsity since he was a sophomore.
Wow, that's impressive there as they're breaking the trap once again. Missed the wide open layup. Rebound Chargers.
ACC sticks to that 2-1-2.
3 in the corner. That's Szerzek. He's been firing away. And I think he got the green light all night, guys. What do you got to say, Eric?
Most definitely. He's got the green light to go and shoot. Like you said, Aurora Central Catholic, they're running 5 guards, so they got to get those 3s up.
Yeah, Kyle Szerzek, the one who just shot the basket last year, was very dominant against the RB Bulldogs on the perimeter, shooting 3s the whole game and made about 85% of his shots.
Foul called on Jonas Zabluski.
Ibrahim. Szerzek. Szerzek is the football player. Szerzek, not Szerzer.
Checking in here for ACC number 34, Drew Ingram.
Yeah, guys, really loving how Andrew Vion's rebounding tonight. I mean, he's aggressive after his shots, following his shots, which some players just don't do, and key players do that.
You see RB on offense is getting shot there made by number 34, Drew Ingram. We still stay with that 2-1-2 press. The Bulldogs seem to easily break it, and when they do, they stay in the motion offense, but the ACC's playing a 2-3 defense, and right now the Bulldogs seem to get by it by the basket there by Vion.
Yeah, Vion not shying away at all. He's taking it right up to the basket with no hesitation. You'd like to see that off of a big, especially when you can utilize his size. As he slips there, I don't know what that was. He might have broke the ankle for a split second.
He might have, but this is what I like to see here, all right? So they were down 9 points. Now they've cut the lead to 4. Composure. Stay in the game. That's how you win basketball games.
Yes, sir, and that's all coming off the timeout. But that won't help them there as they turn it over out of bounds.
Yeah, guys, keep an eye on those sloppy turnovers. I mean, those just miscalculated passes, those are going to bite you in the end.
Absolutely. Those will hurt you every time.
Still staying in that 2-1-2. Bulldogs go 3-2 on the press break.
As the pass is inside, takes it up, and a foul's called.
Really quick, I just want to jump in here. If you notice for RB, that's a size matchup right there. 24 and 25 for RB, Andrew Vion and Jason Baginas. About 6'5 and 6'4 right there. Pay attention to the size tonight.
Yeah, and that's going to be the disadvantage when you run 5 guards. You have the shooting to spread the floor out, but when it goes in transition and they get inside, the size is just too big and too overwhelming. Matt, if you could talk about the Chargers may have to do to stop, the Riverside Bulldogs, because they've been strong on the inside.
Well, first thing I have to say is they got to stop that press, because, I mean, obviously the Bulldogs are breaking them down. I'm all about aggressiveness, but, I mean, you got to have all you have in the paint. I mean, they're just going in there and driving aggressively.
Yeah, you just wonder if this is just a part of their strategy to wear them down and get them tired early. We'll see. But so far, it's the Bulldogs who have been all over this Chargers team.
Yeah, guys, not to mention the Bulldogs at the beginning, before their first game, were ranked at a state rank at 75, and now they're at 355.
Wow, there's the mid-range jumper there for number 24, Andrew Villon.
Just keep you guys at home and abreast of the scores. There we go, we got the score, which is 14-12 Riverside Brookfield. Okay, so we're all good.
And if you guys didn't catch that, subbing in for the Bulldogs, number 22, Reggie Lowry, in for Patrick Hanley.
But Ibrahim, now let's talk about this. Last week we had Ridgewood and Garin Prep, and it was like the Garin Prep was a heavy underdog coming in. They cut it to a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter, but they couldn't keep composure. Let's see what we can see tonight.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this game on paper, without looking about their history last year and them losing 2 close games, you would think that Riverside Brookfield, it would be that they would actually lose this one big against ACC. And actually right now they look like, I mean, it's a 2-point game now because the Chargers have done good with adversity, but so far they've run the table and they're controlling the pace of the game, and that's real important, especially if they want to win this.
And let's go and ask our RB guys, Matt and Joey, really quick. Let's talk about what type of starts have Riverside Brookfield gotten out to this year. What type of team has this been as far as starting out in the first quarter?
Well, definitely in the first quarter, they've always been like this. They come out and they always run and gun. They come out aggressive like most teams would. They come out, shoot the threes like we just saw this at the beginning of this game, and they usually run with it. But as I said earlier, this is a new team, and they really don't know how to play with each other. I mean, as juniors and seniors, they haven't played with each other before, so it's going to be difficult at first.
Yeah, I think Matt right there nailed it on the dot about having a new team, new guys playing with each other that they're not used to, and they just need to get the good chemistry going.
Yeah, talk about, missed layup there, gotta have that. So disappointing, but what I was going to get to is Reginald Laurie. He's the first one out off the bench. Talk about him and what he adds to this team. Reggie
is tall, athletic, he's lanky, gets in there, gets rebounds, he's a good shooter and a good driver all around, a really good 6-man off the bench for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Reggie's got that wingspan. He's got that great wingspan for the defense. I mean, he reminds me of a Kawhi Leonard on the San Antonio Spurs.
Another turnover.
Hey, Matt, just to fill you in here, a little inside tip here. Be careful with your NBA comparisons around my partner to the left here. He got upset with me last week when I said we had a Kristaps Porzingis type player, and he got a little upset with me. So be careful with your NBA comparisons, because he might ride you for the entire game about him.
Credit to you, Eric. Your guy actually was the leading scorer of that game. So you know what? Kudos to you. But the NBA comparisons, I love them, but I hate them. It's a love-hate relationship. But hey, we could do with it. It's all right.
Villon going up strong there at the left hand.
Villon, he's having a field day down there. Rebounds, second chance points, big time for Riverside Brookfield.
And real quick, leading scorer so far for this game is Zach Vaya with 7 points for RB.
Yeah, and that was within the first 4 minutes as we wind down with only 6 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Nice
and Scherzer,
good block there by Vajanis.
Puts
another block by
Vajanis. Sent to the back room.
And that's the end of one. That's the end of one. 16-12, Riverside Brookfield's up. So they've watched Frequency Sports on Frequency TV.
Okay, we're here back for the second quarter as the home Bulldogs lead 16-12 at the beginning of 2. We will send it down to Jacqueline soon. You know what? Let's just go down there right now. How about that? Jacqueline, you ready for us? Who's your key players to tonight?
Thanks, guys. 2 key players that I think you guys need to watch out for tonight, starting with Riverside Brookfield as Ryan Cecinas. This 6'4" guard is RB's player of the week. In the last game, he had 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists in their 57-33 win over Ilania last week. And his solid defense added to that win, too. So he's a player to watch for tonight. Across the court, you've got Ryan Serzik. He's the younger brother of Brett, who was the Chargers' all-time leading scorer with over 1,800 career points. Kyle is a big returnee, and as Coach Nathan Dire said, he will have to shoulder a lot of the load this year. So those are 2 players that you got to keep an eye on in this game.
That was Jacqueline Sereno, our best sideline reporter in the game.
Absolutely, and Jacqueline, we'll let you know, we missed that we can't see your presence, but your presence is always felt. We can hear you down there. We can see you, but the people at home can't, but we miss you, all right?
Well
We're going to get you on camera as soon as we can.
Well said, Eric. As the Chargers came out of the timeout, and Surzer just coming out firing. Not afraid to shoot.
Hit about 5 points in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, really quick. Joey, you noticed something for Aurora Central Catholic. What'd you notice there?
Yeah, about Ryan, I don't want to butcher his last name. Kyle Surzik.
Ryan Cecinas.
No, the guy in ACC.
Oh,
The shooter. Yeah, he had
What'd you notice about him, bro?
Well, he's a really great shooter, how I said before. That again shoots there. And
Another
three. That's about 8 points in under a minute right there for him. And they just need to guard him better on the perimeter. You got to close up fast. You just can't be lazy on him.
Yeah, Joey, and that's why I want to have you notice that point, because you saw that during the pregame, during the warm-ups, that he was hitting everything during warm-ups. As you see, he's red hot now. He's got 13 points. He's the leading scorer of this ball game, Ibrahim.
Yeah, that's another foul on Ryan Surzer. That's his second. He's got to be careful here, because if he gets a third, he might be taking a visit to the bench, and you don't want that for your leading scorer.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs,
right
Andrew Vion, coming up with 8 points, still in the paint, making those relentless drives.
Skip pass over to the corner, almost stolen away.
Good ball movement.
Reggie inside, and Rim not friendly there.
Got to finish that. Got to go up strong.
Ryan putting on the pressure. And you'll see that from time to time with his speed and his athleticism.
Via really strong and fast.
Nice.
On those
Eric, you got it.
On his press.
Wide open shot. Got to knock that down. There you go. Nice three by the big man, Andrew Vion. That's another 6'5" shooter right there, Ibrahim.
You know, that's such a weapon to have, man. You have the tallest guy on the court who can dominate inside, and then he just pops a three and makes it when you need it to. It's good to see a big like him who can do it both ways.
Yeah, guys, that's how you win basketball games. If you got wide open players capitalizing on open shots, that's how you win basketball games. It's when those missed opportunities don't make it in. That's when you lose.
Absolutely. And Joey, what do you think right here? You got the home team, your Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs, 23-20. This is a nice change of pace for a team that's lost a couple games. They're right in this one.
Yeah, doing really well. It's a good thing about this team is that they're all tall and they all can do anything they want. They could drive, they can shoot, which is good. They don't have like a guy who's tall who can't shoot, but no, all their players can do everything on the court, which is good.
Gotta like the ball movement for Aurora Central Catholic, Ibrahim.
Yeah, you have to. And there it is again, another missed layup, and that's just hard to even watch as a coach. I mean, you execute the play, but you just gotta finish. You're not gonna get not that many times where you're gonna be open just like that under the basket.
ACC playing really aggressive now on the press and on defense.
Three up and no good, just in and out for Via, who has not scored since the 4-minute mark in the first quarter.
Hanley coming in now for number 22, Reggie Lowry.
And Joey, you just noted that the fact that they're playing very aggressive defense there, but Riverside Brookfield still is breaking the aggressive defense with good passing, so that may come back to bite them tonight.
Right, and the shots aren't falling right now when they're breaking their defense.
Absolutely.
5 now with the ball for ACC.
Cartwright to Sabluski.
Really good man coverage for the Bulldogs.
Nice shot, get it up.
No good there as the rebound goes, looking up.
Hanley, wide open.
And that's right in. And the foul.
That's something I noted in the pregame. You got to keep composure for your road team. You cannot let a team get fast break points and now one. That's going to hurt right there. So try to keep this thing close.
You know what? I think going into the game, when we see them press right away, you always want to rattle a team when you do that. And when that happens, and it doesn't work, it really comes to hurt your basketball team because it exerts so much energy. And now they're trying to find ways to score on offense and also defend.
Ibrahim, do you want to take that? Did you hear that?
And
34 now with the ball for ACC. Dishes out to the 23, guarded by Mindel. So with the ball, pass it to 34 there. Back cut,
nice.
Doesn't work. Hanley with the steal. Taking it off to Mindel, to Via, to Cenas. Cenas with the 3.
deep shot.
Off.
Via looking to save a good save, but right to Surzer.
ACC takes it down now. Surzic with the ball. Gets through Hanley.
Inside.
Good drive. He's going to get the foul in and one.
Oh my God!
Gotta like that.
The biggest little man on the court, Ryan Surzic.
He can shoot and drive.
Relentless. Doesn't care who's in front of him.
But guys, one thing I have noticed for the Bulldogs is when they're playing on their side, the passing has been very good, right, Joey?
Yeah, extremely well for the Bulldogs. Good ball movement.
Kevin,
They just need to get their shots to fall. Surzic here tries to make the three-point play, and he does. Bulldogs taken out now. ACC still running that. Oh, they're running a different type of press breaker now. They get the ball from the Bulldogs.
And that's the first press attempt that has actually worked.
Out of the whole night, yeah. First one. Ryan Cecina's charged with a holding foul.
I think I got ahead of myself when Kyle Surzic made that and one, you know, calling him Ryan. Hey, look at, there's so many good players right now that are stepping up. It's hard to get all these names down, but look, let me tell you.
Offensive foul there on ACC. It's going to go down to the Bulldogs.
If you don't know his name by the end of the night, then I guess we all were paying attention, right?
Let me go ahead and jump in and have my partners back there because Aurora Central Catholic does have a Ryan Surzic on their football team when we call the game early.
You know, I had to listen to you all game call that name, and now it's ingrained in my head. As the steal comes up, turnover by the Bulldogs, and they got it to their main man, Kyle.
And
Another turnover there for the Bulldogs on that press there. 2 for 2 now.
this is where ACC gets dangerous, is when their press breaks are consistent.
And then they can capitalize on the offense, bring the momentum on the other side of the court.
Nice move down low. And the finish, Great finish there.
That's Peterson.
Bulldogs need to step up and play some better defense.
And for you guys at home, this is what you've been waiting for, right? A nice, tight ball game. We've been waiting for this all season, Ibrahim.
Hey, I know I have.
Here's this pressure, Aurora Central Catholic. See if they can break it again. Nice ball
Inside
movement.
out, great ball
Finish
movement.
that. There you go. There you go.
Jason Pajanis, great pass. Another, Matt, like you said earlier, great passing by the Bulldogs on the perimeter.
You see Villon looking to check in the game right after this, and he's no foul there.
Villon and Lowry coming in for Cecinas and Mindel. Cecinas going out now, one of their best players.
Wow, no tip there and no foul. And the Charger sideline is just lit.
Via takes the inbound. ACC still running that 2-2-1 press.
Into Reggie, and what's the call here? We're gonna wait.
There's gonna be a technical on the ACC coach.
And guys, one thing I've noticed about number 10, Kyle Surzic, is that I want to make another NBA comparison.
Here we go. Get it in there, buddy. Get it in, Matt.
Really care.
I think I want to compare him to probably a Stephen Curry.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Two-time
Let him make his point. Let him make his point.
Let's just say
Stay on your feet, young fella.
his ankle's getting broken.
Hanley with the three. Knocks it down.
That was a big statement. We can't just go along and not address it. Go ahead.
Matt, go finish up that comparison.
Well, let's see. I mean, he's hitting that three-point line every single time, and he's taking that shot. He's not afraid. Like Eric said earlier, he's got the green light, and he's not afraid to take it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Matt on that. No comments.
Well, we all agree to disagree here. We don't need to get violent at all. But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, though. I mean, he is finding a way, and he's finding a way with confidence, because there are people who shoot, and there's people who shoot with confidence always, and he's never fazed by a miss. So that's what that's what you like to see about him, and he's not afraid to take it inside either. He's a real thin guy, but you know, he'll take it to the hoop and take it to the basket if he has that lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Misses both free throws. Villon with a great rebound. Pass it off to Via. ACC running 2-2-1, full court press. Almost. Pass off to Hanley.
See, if you're Aurora Central Catholic, you can't miss 2 free throws. You got to come and get the easy buckets. Nice rebound right there. Nice strong rebound. And push. Got to push now.
Guess who has the ball? Kyle.
He's a
Surzic
playmaker.
going all the way.
Taking him all the way to the hoop.
And
A lot of
takeaway there
contact
by Via.
A lot of contact there, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? He wasn't even afraid to take it in on a much stronger Vi, and he pushed him around inside, so that's good to see. He's attacking the basket.
You got to like that tenacity right there. And he's also the game's leading scorer with 14 points, so he's having a nice ball game so far.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree that the tempo in this game has definitely gotten more
Inside,
upbeat.
wide open. And he scores. That's number 23, Jonas Zabluski.
That's what's going to keep Aurora Central Catholic in this game. Easy buckets off of easy buckets right there. You got to have that.
You got to go. Get across half court. They do.
The JS with the ball. Out to Reggie. Hanley again for three. Knocks it down.
I think I'll call him Kyle Korver.
Uh-oh.
Now, there's a nice comparison right there. See what Aurora Central Catholic can do as they come down to the end of the half here, down 6. Want to keep this thing close.
The ball out to 24. This is 21.
Got to look for a pick
Good
and pop
defense
here.
by Reggie Lowry.
They're waiting for Kyle to get open. I just somehow I feel it.
You see it.
He's going to come around the screen right here.
Reggie playing tight defense.
They're going to look to take the last shot, it looks like.
Absolutely.
Souza with the ball. This is at the 23.
Roll on the inside.
Oh, that's going to be a turnover on ACC.
Yep.
Oh,
Good call, because it did deflect off his hands
you
from
got
where I seen
a
it.
better eye down there on that side of the bench there. Good call.
Way better defense for the Bulldogs, though.
Reggie playing really good lockdown D.
A bucket would be huge for momentum right here for Aurora Central Catholic.
Here comes the screen. Inside, and he puts it in. 5 seconds left. 4. Via puts it up with an acrobatic finish. Just missed, and that's the end of your half. 33 Bulldogs, 29 Chargers. That is your half. It's a 4-point game, a 2-possession lead for the Bulldogs. You're watching Frequency Sports on Frequency TV.
I'm here right now with head coach Mike Reingruber. Tell me a little bit about just the great start that you guys had to this first half.
You know, our guys play with a lot of confidence, and you know, we knew we wanted to come out and attack, and when the ball goes in, it makes it look a lot better. So.
Absolutely. Who are some of the key players that are really making a difference in this game right now for you guys?
I think Andrew Vione really stepped up, started attacking the basket and getting some nice offensive looks in their zone. And Zach Vaya is doing a nice job defensively on Kyle Zerzak, their best player.
Awesome. Well, best of luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks. Thanks, Jacqueline. We're 33-29. Riverside Brookfield leads this game as 1 minute is left until we start the third quarter. Guys, can you guys tell me, for our Riverside guys, you've mentioned that it's been a physical game, Joe. What have you seen so far throughout the first half?
Well, now since the ACC switched up their full court press, they were doing it was a 1-2-1. Now they're doing a 2-2-1, and they're playing a lot more aggressive and shutting the Bulldogs down. As you see, the Bulldogs had a lot of turnovers on that press.
And Matt, what you got for us?
You know what? Ryan Gruber couldn't have said it any better. He said they came out here to attack, and he said it just looks good when the balls are going in. So you know what? I'm going to totally agree with him. Of course, Zach Vaya coming in strong with 7 points in the first quarter. Slowed down a little bit, but he said Andrew Vion, of course, 11 points, number 24.
Yeah, I mean,
a great game.
Exactly. It's always good to get a coach's perspective. Eric, for ACC, they're only down 4, so it's not the biggest. It's a matter of one possession, basically. What do you have to say for them, and what are the keys for them to come back?
Ibrahim, fellas, what did I say to you in the open? Composure, take care of the basketball, make open shots. They've done exactly that. Kyle Surak, he's lighting up the scoreboard. He's the leading scorer this night tonight so far, 14 points. If they do what they've done in the first half, they can win this ball game.
Indeed, they can. And going to start off the second half with the Bulldogs inbounding to Vaya.
And let's go ahead and just keep an eye here on the second half. Just the matchup when you go 5 guards versus the size of Riverside Brookfield. Let's see how that works out.
See, ACC still playing that 2-3 defensive zone.
Absolutely, good catch.
The three is up and no good.
In and out.
And now they got to push. Got to get easy buckets.
Trying to find Kyle inside. They do. Yep. And if you've seen that, before, a lot of people try to get away with that, and that time he did not. The referee sent him right there.
Absolutely. I want to jump in here real quick. Let's talk about his game. He's a guy who's only 5'11", $165. What'd you see him down there on the post, on the block, calling for the ball, right?
Look, I'm 5'11", and I've never lined up on the block. Although I have in the park where I had more confidence. I just wish it could translate to the court. But no, that takes a lot of guts at that size to really line up on the block. And you gotta have the skills.
Knocks it down.
Knocks it down.
Takes the 3.
That's Hanley.
Hanley now 14 points for the Bulldogs. Leading scorer.
Let's take a look at the ball movement here for Aurora Central Catholic. Really get an easy bucket.
21 now at the ball. Great defense by the Bulldogs. Good pressure.
You're right. Bulldogs are not making it easy on ACC.
Nope, taking away the pass lanes, getting through the screens.
Inside, puts it up, no good. The rebound out of bounds.
Ibrahim, like I said, I know I shouldn't be biased towards one player, and he was out of bounds right there. Smallest guy in the court going up strong for that rebound. He's trying to keep his team in the ball game tonight.
He's everywhere, and you like to have. Your leading scorer, who also shows up on defense, sets an example for the rest of the team. Now, you get a lot of another NBA comparison. A lot of people like to talk about Carmelo Anthony and how he's a one-sided player, and we're not calling him Carmelo Anthony, but you see the biggest difference between
a wide open 3.
Great players and good players is the ones that can play on both sides of the court.
Nice, easy bucket.
Inside. That's exactly what you were talking about, Aaron. Easy transition buckets, and that is exactly what they're doing, getting those buckets.
Can't be lazy on the transition on defense.
That was number 21, Cameron Thomas, right there with the easy bucket. Bring ACC within 5 points.
Cecina's driving, goes all the way, and 1.
Nice, strong takes right there.
Strong there, Ryan Cecina's great play, good hustle.
Matt, you gotta like that, right?
Yeah, that's a very nice drive. I mean, considering that he was a little bit slow in the first quarter, the second quarter, I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. He can drive. He can drive if he really wants to. He can make it too. He gets those and ones, and it's those and ones that convert the game to a win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jacqueline said before the, during the break is that she said Ryan Cecinas is a guy that you want to talk and focus on, especially with the contribution that he's had. So Eric, Cecinas, he's doing pretty well to start off this half.
23 with the shot there. No good. Rebound there by Hanley.
He's doing really well, but also what you got to like for RB as a whole, as a team, they're coming out with a sense of urgency. You can tell their coach really talking at halftime.
Going up strong.
You can tell the coach talking at halftime and said, hey, this is our game to win.
As they get the ball to the corner, trying to find someone.
Got to move, got to space.
Time out there, and
Bulldogs coming out of halftime aggressive and strong.
And we got Jacqueline by the band. Jacqueline, you turning up or what?
From basketball to music, we've got you covered. I'm with the Riverside Brookfield 6-man band, and they got some jams for you.
JT, it looks like they're keeping the crowd fired up tonight.
Hey, look at that band. You got 3 guitars, a Yamaha drum set. You got a guy on the keys. I mean, you got the whole 9 yards, Jacqueline.
Got you covered.
You got front row to a ticket that you don't even have to pay for.
I didn't have to pay for it all.
They're doing a great job of keeping the atmosphere here tonight. Ibrahim, this is our second ball game, and it's been a great atmosphere here.
Hey, guys, if we're doing NBA comparisons, why don't we just say this is the Madhouse at Madison?
A little hometown love, right?
Oh, man. That one I could second that one. That one was a good one.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And guys, one thing you can notice about this ACC team, when they're on offense, they're drawing their forwards and centers out to the perimeter, and they're having those guards come in. As you notice, the Bulldogs' smaller guys are always in the paint now, and they got the bigger guys out in the perimeter.
And part of that has to be because of the fact that Kyle Surak is their main post guy, so that's why you're having the guard in the post.
That's going to be out of bounds, and changed it about 3 times before he pointed
And
it
I
toward
think
the Bulldogs.
that was out on Ryan Cecinas, but I'm not the ref.
That's exactly why we're on the sideline, but hey, it's okay.
Hey, you guys are RB students. You're allowed to cheer for the home team, all right? So,
Yeah, no harm, no foul on that one. We won't let it do. Oh, steal
there by
and a foul
number
by
20, Colin Dean.
That's Vaya, his second foul for Vaya. He scored 7 quick points. Looked like he was going to be the leading scorer in this game, and he's been shut down for the last about 15 minutes of this ball game. Hasn't scored since the 4-minute mark in the first quarter.
let's see if ACC can get an easy bucket here. The lead is 10 points. It's the biggest lead of the game so far for Riverside Brookfield.
Again, Surzik there. Good defense by Vaya. Gets his rebound.
Yeah, he's shaking his head.
Shrugged it all the way. Cecinas in the corner wide open. Off with that.
Good. And really quick, Sarek was shaking his head on the way back up the court because he thought he got fouled right there.
Yeah, and I think the coach for Riverside made it.
Surzik puts it up and
bang.
knocks it down.
So he can't contain him when he's hitting shots like that. But I think if they made it their focus to try to limit him because he's had the majority of their points. If they can stop him, they're okay with someone else beating him.
Absolutely. He's the leading scorer of this entire ball game with 17 points tonight.
Good move by Vion. Spin move goes up strong with the left.
Nice low post move, guys.
Vion has
we got an injury.
Uh-oh. That's number 5.
Number 5, Patrick Hanley.
Surzik again just knocks it down.
Don't let him get hot, Ibrahim. Don't let him get hot.
What did we talk about jalapeno peppers 2 weeks ago at Ridgewood? He hits 3. I'm going to give him a habanero.
I see, yeah.
6 threes in under 60 seconds there. Good for 6 points. I mean, 3 threes in under 60 seconds for 6 points. I'm sorry.
He's got sriracha in his pocket.
Yep. And Matt, really quick, they were able to get Hanley off of the court here, so that's key for Riverside Brookfield.
Reggie Lowry comes in for him. Cena's going to take it all the way. Foul there, ACC.
Foul on the pass there. As you said, Joe, I mean, this is a physical game, and the refs are letting a little bit go and letting them play, which you like to see because you don't want a game where it gets down to the free throw line every single time. As he hits
there,
the 3
wide open. Yeah, like you said earlier, playing really physical. I like when the refs let them play. I hate when, even if they touch their arm, you get some of those refs that will call the foul right away and you'll be in the bonus. So,
that 3 right there put the lead back to 9 after they got it to 2 possessions. Let's see if they can answer here.
ACC's got to get spacing. Their guys are too bunching together.
Good defense now by the Bulldogs. Good pressure.
Keep the ball moving. You got to look for your shot. There you go.
They're looking for Kyle. Good block there.
He got fouled. Yeah. If they didn't call that foul, I was going to run down there myself and call it. Because
I don't know. Cecilius was standing up straight.
But I think he caught him on the wrist.
You know, one thing, Matt, if you can speak about is you see a guy like Kyle Surzak, and then you know what? You get kind of confused because how does he get the ball every single possession on the inside on the block? What is Riverside not doing for that to happen?
You know, it's tough to say because you got one of the best defenders on him. You got Zach Vaya on him. He's super quick. I mean, it's tough to say. They're both equally with the same speed.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like their whole offense is revolving around Surzak, and they're waiting for him to get open to pass the ball.
Good finish there, and on the transition bucket,
Jason Janice.
Well, Joey, just to your point there about waiting for him to get open, you know, you would like to see more spacing, more ball movement.
Three there, number 21, Cameron Kalmas.
Definitely something good, but I just want to finish that point really quick. He is averaging 25 points a night, so that is their game plan, to let him shoot.
Reggie Lowry there, wide open. ACC's got to find a way. They got a Bulldog man down there in the paint open every transition.
And you know what hurts most is that you can't trade off buckets if you expect to come back.
Just like that.
Again, they've scored now 4 possessions in a row, and they just need a stop.
So now it's back and forth.
And you see six-man Reggie Rowley getting there, getting a bucket.
Reggie open again, takes it strong.
No foul there.
Gets his own rebound.
No foul again.
Another foul again.
And he's got to get back on D.
Kyle with the steal, a lot of contact. No call.
Good tip there by Cecilius.
And again, there we go again with the physicality and them letting them play. I think that was a little bit too much contact for them to let go, but it's a good idea for them to keep going on the inside and try to get them to the line.
Hey, Matt, really quick, this is something I'm just noticing. RB, are they used to playing this fast-paced, up-tempo type of game? Because I see they look a little bit tired out there.
You know what? They usually are, especially in the beginning of the game. They go fast and aggressive, but they're not really slowing down. I've never seen them slow down as much as before.
What surprises me all my years watching these games and watching Ryan Gruber when he coached sophomore, that they always would run. Bulldogs would have a full court press called up and jump, and I haven't seen them run it at all this game.
Yeah, you know, with the size of the Chargers and how small they are, and they're outside, for them, it makes sense.
Still there by Vaya. He's going to take it all the way. No hesitation. Foul there.
And he'll go to the line shooting two. And to finish up my point, for the Chargers, when you're that small, you want to force the other team to work fast because it works in your favor, because you want to force bad shots, you know, very quick possessions, because if they slow it down as they did, you know, in the last few possessions, they've been able to score inside and really slow the game down. You want to control the pace. Now speak about that as, you know, controlling the pace, how important that is.
Well, the pace, if you got a team right now who comes out, or like right now, if you're running fast on offense, then you got to play fast on defense. And transitions, if you have a sloppy transition, the other team comes down fast, then you're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes down to controlling the pace, you definitely have composure, and that's a key factor, especially in basketball.
Vaya knocks down both of his free throws. Now in for ACC, we haven't seen all game. Number 30, Jack Dunn.
Timeout on the floor for the Chargers. Full timeout. It's 52-44 with 1:45 left in the third. We have Jacqueline. Thank God we get to put her on cam again. What do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the student fan section. I'm with AJ and Darian. They're 2 fans from Riverside Brookville. Guys, just tell me what the energy is like now. How important is it for you guys to be here for this team?
It's very important. If we're not here, then we're going to lose. So we have to be here to cheer on our team for us to get that big dub.
And then also, are you guys here every game, or do you kind of come periodically?
We sometimes come periodically. We try to get as big as a crowd as we can. We try to be the 6th man, try to give our team the best chance to win every single game, try to give the other team scared and stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys are definitely cheering them on. They're doing pretty well right now, and you guys got the holiday spirit going on, so thanks so much for being here.
That is amazing. You see the one fan, he's like, if we're not here, we're gonna lose. That what do you got to say for that? That's great.
Yeah, for you RB guys, you know, is that the type of, you know, fan enthusiasm? Because we were here during football season. We saw, you know, how much this community really rallies around the Bulldogs. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, the past couple of years, the six-man has really dipped down. Not a lot of kids. My freshman and sophomore year here, it was huge. The whole entire, all the way up would be filled, and now it's kind of died down.
Yeah, the fan
They got a play drawn up for Kyle. Did not
Good
work.
defense there by the Bulldogs.
Inside. Shout it.
Going all the way, Jason Bajanis going up strong.
And Matt, really quick, you know, I made that note earlier about RB and their endurance. What I noticed right there is after that timeout, they came out strong and pushed and got a bucket right there.
It's all about that motivation. I mean, it's a whammy play.
There we go. I was waiting for the whammy play, buddy. Whamtastic, right?
Yep.
I know somebody back in the control room loves that word, that phrase right there.
3 in the corner, and it's good. 7-point game.
You see Colin Dean right there at the 3, trying to keep his team in the ball game right here.
This is a game of runs.
Foul there on number 20, Colin Dean.
If you want to come back, this is a game of runs. Now it's their chance to close in on this lead, on this deficit, I should say, with 1:20 left to go here in the third quarter.
Ibrahim, I'm glad you said that, because basketball in general is a game of runs. It's a matter of how well can you contain those runs. That's what Aurora Central Catholic has to do.
Exactly.
Goes up weak there, Mindel. Traveling. I don't know about that. He was grabbing his arm.
You got an injury right there. It's coming in for Aurora Central Catholic's number 21, Cameron Pelmas.
Let's call that one a questionable call.
As goes out of bounds there. And the Bulldogs, again, lead by 7 here in the third with 1 minute left to go. Kyle to inbound, comes around the screen. You know they're going to get him the ball as he takes them one-on-one up, and it's no good. Air ball, no foul there. Via, opposite end, inside. And again, a no call.
Ibrahim, that's physical basketball right there. They're calling it pretty loose.
Yes, they are. And you know what? One other thing that's loose is this defense for the Chargers. They need to really tighten up, because again, it's a game. Like we said, it's a game of runs, so you don't want this to run away from you as we end this quarter.
Let's see what type of shot they can get to end the half right here. If they can get a 3, it cuts it to a 4-point lead.
Top of the screen. Opposite screen action to the left
right
corner.
There.
3.
Got it blocked.
Good defense by Vione. Nice closeout inside though.
No foul. No foul.
All ball.
There
that one isn't.
And hey, Ibrahim, who was that who got that rebound for ACC? Number 10, Kyle Sarek right there. He's 5'10", 155 pounds, guys, soaking wet. Guys, he's the smallest player on the court, but he's making the biggest impact. You gotta love that, Ibrahim.
I love big guys. There's small guys that come in big packages, and that's exactly Kyle right there. I mean, the guy, like you said, he's small, but he's all over the place, and you can't be more happier as a coach. And you see they take him out there to get him an extra breather.
Try to give him a quick rest.
Yeah, because they're going to need him in the fourth quarter. He might have to play the whole quarter if they want a shot.
Ibrahim, you know this from your days at Oak Park. It's not about the size, it's about the heart in high school basketball. That's what we love about high school athletics, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to have the passion. If you want to play, you'll put in the work, and that's what he's been doing the last 3-4 years. Him playing here.
And that was key for ACC to knock down those 2 free throws.
Under 20 seconds to go. The Bulldogs look at a score, almost picked off. That's going to be a backcourt.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, you called it.
Backcourt. Yep.
Hey, and there's a strong showing from the Aurora Central Catholic fans. You can hear them; they're fired up.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually look at both sides, they might outnumber the Riverside Brookfield fans here.
Hey, just real quick as we almost end this third quarter here. It's a great atmosphere, Ibrahim. We're loving this.
You can't ask for anything better, especially on a Friday night.
Friday night hoops, baby.
Oh, we dropped the ball there. And,
was not called.
Nothing called. Drive inside back.
Looking for their shot. Looking for the shot. He's holding for
5 seconds left.
Sark's going to take the shot.
Oh, you got to get something better. That's just so disappointing to see. 54-49, end of 3. You'd hope that they get something better. But you know what? We do got something better. It's Jacqueline on the sideline. Jacqueline, what do you got?
Hey guys, I am here with Joey and Matt. You've heard them, you've seen them a little bit. We're kind of taking over their territory right now, you guys, but they're with RBTV. So Joey, can you tell me a little bit about what RBTV is and what you guys do throughout the year?
Well, in the class, luckily I take the class TV Arts Production here, and I get the opportunity to come here and announce sports events or whatever goes on. In the class, you know, it's not just sports commenting or whatever. You learn editing, you learn how to use a camera, how to run cables, how to run shows and everything like that. And it's a great class to take if you want to exceed and have a career in that type of field.
Matt, looking at the type of career you want to do, how important is a class like this for your future and for your plans?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this class is amazing. I mean, exactly what you just said. I mean, if you want to become like a sports commentator, this class is the way to go. It gets you experience, and of course, the program director, Gary Prokes, I mean, he couldn't have helped me out anymore. So, I mean, it's a great experience, and you do it with great people, especially with the 2 college guys. I mean, it's an amazing experience.
Awesome. Well, thanks for letting us come today. I'll let you get back to the booth for the call. So, thanks so much, you guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Jacqueline. I think the more they broadcast, the more that our jobs are at risk because they're becoming really well at doing this, Eric.
Matt and Joey do a great job. We love having them here when we're at RB.
As the 4th quarter sets off, no travel call there.
There's a bucket, so it's a 3-point game.
Yep. And we're right within 3 points. As their Chargers are still pressing via to Villon, the 3, and it's no good, just off the front of the rim, rebound for Chargers.
Now ACC has a chance to tie right here.
Here we go, can they do it?
Almost rims out.
So close to tying it up.
Rebound there by Vaya.
That would have fired up the ACC cheering section, guys.
This defense so far.
Villon takes a shot.
Guys, really quick to bring you in. It's a 54-51 ball game here, guys. It's a tight game. You can't ask for anything more. Frequency Sports on Frequency TV. We've been looking for that tight ball game all year, Ibrahim.
That's going to be
what is that, Matt? What do you call that?
I don't know. It's either a wing-tastic mistake or something.
That's just not good, especially in a 3-point game.
Hey, Matt, Joey, what are you guys seeing here really quick just for the 4th quarter for Riverside Brookfield?
Right now, Bulldogs almost lost the lead there. Reggie Lowry gets the rebound there. Bulldogs need to step it up on defense, guarding Kyle Szczerzak, and you know he's been hot all game long.
56-51, Riverside Brookfield.
Foul there on the Bulldogs. It's going to be on number 22, Reggie Lowry on the block.
You got to watch out with ACC with that double coverage on the backcourt, especially on Zach Vile when he's coming up with that ball.
Guys, home team needs to watch out now. They have 5 fouls, and now next one they're going to be in the bonus.
It's a good thing he let that ball go there. They would have picked up another over and back.
Just settle in, get a good shot. That's all you can ask for ACC, guys. 56-51, you're in this ball game.
You can see that.
Now the Szczerzak gets the ball.
Yeah, give it to your playmaker.
23 now.
Screen action.
Back to Szczerzak. Guarded good by Lowry. Out to 24.
Just hold for a good shot. Get your shot.
You just hope that they could keep moving the ball to get it to their playmaker.
Out to Szczerzak. Good steal by Reggie Lowry. Like how we said earlier, Reggie tall, has a long wingspan and able to take that pass away from Szczerzak. On the other end, AJ Mindel comes up with 2 points. Now makes it a 2-possession ball game. I'm sorry, 3.
Yeah, you go 58-51 for Riverside Brookfield. A wide open 3 up.
Gotta hit it.
Good. 58-54 ball game. It's a 4-point game, guys.
And keep in mind, that's the center for ACC, hitting that 3.
That's what we talk about. That's the length there, guys.
Almost picked off there, inside.
Out to Mindel again.
You know what? This is a pattern. They figured it out, and Chargers are going to have to adjust if they don't want to see that ball go right in the hoop the same way.
Szczerzak now takes his 3, knocks it down.
That's his season average, 25 points tonight. He's filling up the score sheet.
Hold on, we got a close one, 60-57, Eric. Like you said, this is, I don't know, it's going down to the wire.
Matt, Joey, how you guys feeling?
Feeling intense. Reggie Lowry there takes a shot, misses.
Gotta get that rebound.
Mindel goes up on his own, grabs his rebound again. Goes up again, no foul. He steals the ball. That's going to be Bulldogs ball. Good hustle there by A.J. Mindel on the Bulldogs.
And you love to see that from both teams getting on the floor. That's what you want when in a close ball game. You need the 50-50 balls. And there for the Bulldogs, they get that one.
It's a 60-57 ball game. That's what you got to have here. You got to have all that hustle, guys.
Vion pump fakes, going to take it all the way. Misses. Mindel gets another rebound and gets it this time. Great hustle by A.J. Mindel down there in the paint, just grabbing all the rebounds.
That's 4 in 1 possession.
And Ibrahim, I talked about that in the open, right? No second chance points. They did a good job so far tonight, but that's a heartbreaker right there.
Yes, it is.
Going down what you said, how I said in the open that the Bulldogs need to rebound if they want to win this game, and Mindel's doing exactly that for the Bulldogs.
Rebound by Vaya, 62-57, under 5 left to go.
Vion's going to drive. Dish it out to Mindel. We're getting the paint. A.J. Mindel, you just can't stop him in the paint. Someone's going to get a hand in his face.
I think they need a timeout to settle down and get things together before this lead gets
out to
bigger.
Surzak gets the ball.
64-57.
21 now with the ball. This is out to 23.
A big 3 here would
takes the pass
help.
away from Surzak. Good defense on Vaya's part. Out to 24.
I think he walked there, but no call.
Good defense there by Lowry.
Keep the ball moving. Got to keep the ball moving, guys.
A lot of stagnant offense. A lot of people
Surzak with the ball.
Very pressure.
24 now out to 23.
Very crowded out.
This is out to 21. Traveled there, but didn't call.
Inside.
He walked. He took one step before he made that dribble.
Guys,
this crowd noise going back and forth. Each fans are having at it. They got a game within the game.
I was just about to say, I hope you guys at home.
Good pass there by Vion. Mindel just staying in the paint.
I hope you guys at home can hear the crowd noise here, because we can barely hear ourselves here in the booth. It's a fired up atmosphere, guys.
64-59, 3:47 left to go. Riverside Brookfield to the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, and guys, in these last 2 minutes, it's definitely been a Vion to Mindel connection. I mean, you see Vion always taking those layups, missing them, grabbing the rebound, and passing it to Mindel. Mindel's capitalizing on him.
Big miss there, as if he made both of them.
Huge at the end of the game. Those will get you. Those will get you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you a story. I said this a couple weeks ago. I was such a bad free throw shooter in my freshman year that, I had to redo my whole form. And I'm not saying that that's bad form. It's right off the back of the rim. But it's so key, and especially in a close game like this, to make your free throws down the stretch.
When it comes out to the wire, you need to make your free throws, because right there, those could be the winning side of the losing shots.
Inside, blocked away.
Number 24 just got attacked by 2 boys over 6'2".
Both teams just need to take a second, breathe. It's been a fast-paced back and forth, a lot of crowd noise. Just go ahead, ACC, settle in, look for your chance for a bucket.
Surzak's going to passing the ball.
Perfect situation for them to
This could be a play for him, a screen. It didn't work.
Surik was open on the outside.
Vaya needs to play lockdown D here if the Bulldogs want to.
Right there.
It's going to be a foul for the Bulldogs.
And if you guys seen that, Kyle Surik, he's a sneaky little guy. He's moving screen, but he kind of played it off really well. Just stepped right in front of him and stayed there, and that allowed him to go to the basket.
He's a guy I've been talking about all night. He does all the little things well. That free throw's up and good. He does all the little things well. He's a gritty player, and he has his team in the ball game here as at 64-60 with a chance to make it 64-61 for ACC.
And you got to commend the Chargers coaching staff, because when you have a team like this, a lot of times you run out of energy, especially when you're going against a team this big and with this size, and that doesn't faze them. Almost stolen away there.
Lowry opened out to the Janice, to Mindel.
No-look pass. Missed there. Here we go. It's a 64-61. 3 minutes left. Chargers looking to tie the ball game. Three's up. No good.
He rushed that shot, Ibrahim. He rushed that shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big make. The crowd would have went crazy.
Should have gotten the offense settled down. C's going to take it all the way, wide open. Easy left-handed layup. That's the one goal you don't want to leave open towards the end of the game. Bulldogs' best player.
66-61. 2.5 minutes left to go.
Guys, that's a 5-point swing. You miss that 3, they come back and get 2. That's a backbreaker right there.
And you have to get the ball first before you can get anyone else. You can't worry about your man, especially if the ball is not there's no one on him. So
Passing still very good.
Timeout there for the Chargers. 66-61, 2:19 left to go, guys.
30-second time.
What do you think the Chargers have to do in order to get this lead down and tie the ball game?
You know what?
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead,
They got to get those turnovers going. I mean, they got to get the Bulldogs to turn over, and they got to get those three-point shots because that's all that's going for them. Or they can get Surzak into the paint like he's been doing at the beginning of the game. So you know what? That's the best game that they got for them.
Something they have to do is, once again, we got a great atmosphere here from Riverside Brookfield. They've got to keep their composure. When they've had a chance to tie the ball game, you can tell they've been looking up at the scoreboard. Let me rush this three. Looking up at the scoreboard. Let me try to rush this shot. You've got to get a good shot for your team.
Joe, real quick, what do you think Riverside Brookfield? What do you think they talked about coming out of that timeout?
Just keep attacking the boards and try to make better passes, because if you see a couple times down there, they made some questionable passes and cost them a turnover.
All right, Chargers to inbound the ball, 66-61, 2:19.
23 now with the ball out to Surzak, guarded by Vaya. Out to 23.
Right side up to the top of the key. He's made a few threes.
Back to Surzak.
He's not afraid to shoot.
He's going to shoot the ball.
Wow.
That kid has a shot, doesn't he?
Takes on two of them. Goes up, and now it's 66-63. A three-point ball game. Under 2 minutes left to go. To Reggie inside, and it's blocked away. And it's going the other way. Chargers will have a chance to tie the ball game. 66-63, 150.
Real quick, Joey, you called it during the pregame warm-ups. You talked about how hot he looked. Just go ahead and explain that to the viewing audience.
Well, it's just whenever he gets the ball, I mean, Vaya's playing great defense. The kid's just making shots over him. I think now I have to agree with Matt saying he is kind of like Steph Curry with that shot, just draining it, man. It's unfair.
You know, he's not afraid to pull up, and he's got the ball again at the top of the key again. Coming around is 21. Opposite screen, had him open just for a split second under the basket, and he pops it. Vaya pops it out of the.
He thought he got fouled.
Inside.
He thought he got fouled.
That's a foul right there.
And,
Didn't call a foul.
And he calls it.
And you see him arguing for that foul call. He can't get teed up right here.
See, now, I don't know why he would complain about that, because as you saw, he bent down and ducked his head into Vaya's rib cage, and what else was Vaya supposed to do?
You know, and I respect that he's a little frustrated, but I don't know if if going to the ref is the right move, especially if you're down 5. You just got to be
Clean tip, guys.
Yeah, it was clean. Eric, go ahead.
No, I just want to say, I want to talk about Joey's point right there. He's a smaller guy, so he's using his head and using his shoulder, dipping down to create space. But that is technically a foul, so you can't go back to the ref on the other end and say, hey, I got fouled. You know, if you're going to be that tough, gritty player, you got to accept that it's going to go both ways.
Just heads up by Vaya, getting the ball tucked in, head down, and Vaya just popped it out and got the steal. Cecinas capitalized right there, making it a 2-possession ball game.
For the Chargers, what do you think that they're going to draw up here? What do you think their plan is?
What I think they have to do, honestly, they've got to get Caesar the ball. So, see, now I'm trying to eat Caesar. They got to get
the salad dressing Caesar, that guy?
Don't tease me with my...
They've got to get Kyle Sarek the ball. Nice call, Joe. They got to get him the ball there, because the fact of the matter is this. He's who they run their offense through. He's got 27 points tonight. So get Kyle Sarek the ball and see what he can do.
68-63, coming out of a timeout. 1:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is exciting. Friday night hoops at Riverside Brookfield High School, and it does not get any better than this, a 5-point game.
Hey, folks, we promised you a good night of Friday night hoops on Frequency Sports, on Frequency TV, and you got it right here.
And what better for our last broadcast here at Riverside Brookfield for this year. As they dribble the ball at the top of the key to 23, get it to Kyle. No, he's being denied by Vaya at the moment. Gonna need to get him involved somehow, some way.
Passes out to 21. 21 wants to shoot that ball.
And you got it to your guy. Takes it inside, and it's on the floor. And I think that will put them in the bonus.
I believe you're right. I should have put him in the bonus.
Be going
Do not want Surzak at the line right now for the bonus. That's the one you don't want to foul.
And in high school, you got to make the first to get the second. And it's going to be real crucial. As you said, free throws, real important down the stretch of game. And you really want him to make these two to cut it down to a one-possession game at 3 points.
Really quick, the kid's got 27 points tonight. He's done all he could do to keep his team in the ball game here, so it's been a great effort.
Puts the first one up, and it's good. 28 now.
As it is a 68-64 ball game, 4 points, a two-possession game here. Trying to make it a one-possession game for the Chargers.
Second one's up, and it's good. One possession game.
68-65, guys.
ACC in a 1-2-1 full
He
court
could have
press.
traveled there. No call. You want to trap him in the corner. There it is. There it is. You got to trap him. Oh,
That's gonna
he
be a
called the
foul.
foul. You just wish that they just kept their hands up. They had him in the perfect spot. The worst thing you want to happen if you have the ball is to go to the corner. You have nowhere to go. And unfortunately, they fouled him there. Good strategy.
Looks like we're having a discussion here about the call there.
So 1-1.
There we go.
What they decided. Again, if you're just joining us, it's 68-65. Riverside Brookfield leading with 47 seconds left to go.
If you're just joining us, you missed a heck of a ball game, guys. But you joined us at the right time.
Yes, sir. He's got to make this one.
Gotta make these free throws count.
He just missed it.
Good rebound by Reggie Lowry.
The
Chargers have the ball. 40 seconds left to go. They're pushing
They're going to have a chance to tie this ball game here, guys.
4-on-3. Inside. No foul. And it is. He called it.
Late foul.
I don't get why refs do that. I really don't. Why they wait until the basket's good or not.
You know what? I think you want to get the call right, and sometimes everyone's moving so fast that you got to really, for a second, just think about what you just saw, and I think he saw a foul.
And we got Cameron Pedersen at the line up,
No,
and he misses the first.
You got to make this one.
Still a 68-65 ball game here, guys.
The Bulldogs have to keep the composure.
The Bulldogs, they need to watch out for Kyle Serza, because you know this last play, if ACC gets the ball on offense, you know they're going to draw that play up for him.
And he missed
them both.
They need a turnover.
They're going to have to start fouling here.
You know, I just don't agree. I just don't agree with fouling.
Yeah, I think you play defense. I think you play defense.
I think you try it out for about you give it about 5-6 seconds. If you can't get the turnover or for him to panic, then you go ahead and foul. I know we are in the 1-1, but you want to see what your defense could do first.
That's going to put the senior Zach Vai up at the line to almost ice this game for his team, make it a 2-possession game.
You know, talk about icing games. He knows how to do it on the football field. So let's see if he could translate that. And he missed it.
Off.
Wow. A chance to tie it.
Another shot, guys.
And will they go for the three?
Serzic open. That's going to be an air ball.
They're going to pass it ahead. They're going to need a foul now. Only under 20 seconds to go. They're looking for a turnover.
Yes, now they're looking for a turnover.
They need a foul here.
There,
I think they got it to the right guy. I think they got it to the right guy. And you can see Riverside Brookfield, the head coach, he's livid because they wanted to get to their good free throw shooter. And from that reaction, I don't think Reggie is a strong one.
But now remember, this is high school basketball. It's, you know, not everyone's composed and able to make that right pass and the right decision in these clutch moments here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? They got it to the right person on this end for the Chargers. They got it to Kyle. He just couldn't put it in. Drains it there.
Need to make that free throw if you wanted to think he could close out the game there, because right now it's a 2-possession game.
69. Eric, you know what? Go ahead, my man.
69-65. Go ahead, Ibrahim. You called it out.
10 seconds left to go. Shots up, no good.
Now they've got to push quick. They've got to push quick.
Got to put it up.
Serzic the shot. Another air ball.
Looks like that's going to be it. Not the close game that we warranted. Chargers just could not finish in the end. 3 seconds left to go.
I just got to say, Ibrahim, it's a tough break for, you know, the young man there, Kyle Surak. He's got 29 points of the night. He had 2 chances to kind of cut this game. He had a chance to tie it, and then he had a chance to cut the lead to 1. He just couldn't get a shot up. He did everything he could to win the ball game tonight, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? Kudos to him, like you said. I mean, the guy's 5'11", 150. And really, you know, he's doing a great job.
And really quick, you guys, Riverside Brookfield, they lost 3 out of 4, but they're going to get a big home win here tonight, guys.
It's huge. Conference game at home. You know, bring momentum to the next game and see what more brings to the table.
As he makes it there, 70-65, last possession here.
I say don't foul, just let him shoot.
And he puts it up, and it's no good. That is your ball game. Riverside Bulldogs get the revenge that they wanted. They go on to win 70-65. That's the end of your game. Thank you for joining us in to Frequency Sports on Frequency TV. This has been a great one here at Riverside Brookfield High School.
Yeah, guys. just really quick.
Hey, I'm with Bulldogs forward Andrew Villone, playing a crucial and important game tonight. You're putting up the numbers for your team. What was working well for you tonight?
I was just playing really aggressive and looking to score the ball and just making plays for my team.
And how important was your team in this win? You got a lot of guys really putting in the numbers for you. How important was the group effort tonight?
It was really important. I feel like we all stepped up, and we really wanted this win really badly, so it feels good to win this game.
2 consecutive wins under your belt. How do you take that momentum and build upon it for the next game?
We're just going to feels good. We're just going to keep working hard and hopefully get a few more win streaks going. So,
great job tonight. Thanks so much. Awesome. And next with me on the court, we've got a guy that really put up the numbers tonight, 29 points to be exact. What was working for you tonight? How was your game just stellar tonight?
We just shot the ball well. We started off a little slow, but as the game got going, we kept shooting well. We just had to execute a little better, but you know, it's just our shooting that kept us in this game so far. So.
Awesome. Taking what you learned tonight, how do you change or adapt for the next game to get that win?
For us, it's just, again, like I said, it's just executing. We didn't run our plays well down the stretch, and that's what killed us. So, I mean, we just need to play better down the stretch. I mean, we started off slow and ended slow. So, I mean, the middle part was fine. We just got to execute. We're ready to go. So.
Well, great game by yourself. Thanks so much. Awesome. Back to you guys in the booth.
JT, I mean, that young man right there had a heck of a ball game tonight. 29 points, great way to finish out the game. And you always do a great job, Jacqueline, all season long getting those interviews, so thank you very much. Ibrahim, we switched roles tonight, and it was fun. You got a chance to do play-by-play. What'd you see out there really quick, 10 seconds on at Riverside Brookfield?
Great action, a lot of heart left on the floor, bodies flying, physical game. Riverside Brookfield gets the revenge on the team that beat them twice last year.
For ACC, they had a good effort, but you know what? Did this come here short tonight? Great atmosphere tonight from Riverside Brookfield. Great crowd. Thank you for joining us here.
Hey, before you send it off, I want to say my man Eric Henry graduating this year from Columbia College. Congratulations, last broadcast.
Thank you, partner. I appreciate it. JT's graduating too. Thank you for watching Friday Night Hoops. Frequency Sports on Frequency TV. That's the ball game we've asked for. Final score, Riverside Brookfield 70, Aurora Central Catholic 65. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much.